Big drama in the 2025 US Open second round match between Townsend and Ostapenko. I had picked Townsend to win this one because Ostapenko, after winning Stuttgart, which I reported on, where she played unbelievable tennis, she cooled off quite a bit with her performances and she couldn't find that tennis again, unfortunately, because Ostapenko is an incredibly talented player and she can take out a lot of big names. Her head-to-head against Iga Swiatek is something that's truly unbelievable. She has not lost to Iga yet, and she is 6-0 against her. I picked Taylor to win this match because she's been playing extremely well as of late, both in singles and doubles. She reached the #1 ranking in doubles, which is something that's truly amazing. I like when players compete both in singles and doubles. I think doubles needs exactly that, more singles players competing in it. But let's get to the drama. It started right away because Taylor Townsend, possibly since she is a doubles player as well, she didn't hit ground strokes in the warm-up. She started right at the net. I don't know if she does this in every match, but she certainly did it against Ostapenko. And I think that got Ostapenko upset right from the get-go. Ostapenko was playing well in this first set. She was up 5-3, serving for the set at 5-4. She got broken to 15, and in the first point of the 5-all game, Townsend hits a let cord. Ostapenko runs it down, and Townsend hits a lob over Ostapenko. And then there is a stare down. Not long, but there was a stare down, and Townsend did not apologize and turned around and went back to her baseline, and so did Ostapenko. But in any case, I didn't see any drama for the remainder of the match. Townsend got a lot of confidence from winning that first set and played exceptional tennis and won the second set 6-1. But then at the net, Taylor Townsend was the first of the two players to say good match, and she reached out her hand. So Taylor did absolutely nothing wrong in this match. Ostapenko could have just shook her hand, and that would have been it. But Ostapenko decided to tell Townsend that she should have apologized for the let cord. Taylor then responded with, "I don't have to do anything," and they continued to argue for a little bit, and I couldn't really hear what they were saying. So this blew up all over social media. It's getting a lot of views, and again, Taylor did absolutely nothing wrong. She is correct that she doesn't have to apologize for a let cord. And we have to acknowledge that Taylor was the first one to say good match when they approached each other at the net. And Taylor also has absolutely the right to defend herself when the other player confronts her like that after the match. Usually these confrontations after the match always end badly. Because let's face it, there's a lot of ego involved in tennis, and it's unlikely that a player is going to back down, especially right after the match when the emotions are at their highest. Now, let me discuss a few things regarding Ostapenko. She has a history of this type of behavior. There's a channel called Sabine Lisicki Fans with 3 S's at the end, and they make compilations of WTA footage, and this is a drama channel. And I'm not gonna lie, this is extremely entertaining. And this channel got shut down, I think several times because of copyright violations, but it's back up. And there is the ultimate Ostapenko drama compilation that you can watch. It's a 17-minute video, and you will see things that are, quite frankly, entertaining. Let me share one of them. So when Ostapenko plays somebody that has the home crowd behind them, Ostapenko will do this move where she shuts her ears. It's a quirky thing to do, and it's typical Ostapenko. She also argues with the umpires. There was one tournament on grass. I can't recall which one it was exactly, but Ostapenko wanted to have a lines judge removed, and she told the umpire, "Could you be so kind and remove her, please? I can't stand looking at her face. I'm going to go crazy." In another grass court tournament, Ostapenko was doing absolutely insane commands to the opponent's coach. And then when the umpire confronted her and told her, "Listen, you can't scream at him like that. This is not cool," Ostapenko goes, "Yes, I can. I'm just doing a command." Ostapenko clearly does not like her opponents. She also plays a lot of doubles. And there's one clip in that compilation where she has an easy put-away volley in doubles, and she absolutely destroys Kudermetova with a volley. And you can tell that this was on purpose for sure. Ostapenko also is regarded as the worst call challenger in the history of tennis. She will request Hawkeye on the most ridiculous calls, and she's been asked whether she trusts in the line calling system, and she clearly doesn't. Now, to top it all off, I've talked many times about the poor handshakes on the WTA tour, and I've even made an Instagram video that got a lot of likes with Shamir a few years ago. Out of all players, Ostapenko has some of the worst handshakes in the history of the WTA. So this Townsend incident is just another episode of Ostapenko's long career of displaying, let's call it, childish behavior. Taylor did absolutely nothing wrong in this match, and this is all on Ostapenko. However, I will have to talk about the unwritten laws of tennis, and I'm a big proponent of following these unwritten laws. For example, when you hit a lead cord, you're supposed to apologize to your opponent. Most players do this, but some players don't. In some of the other videos that I've made on this subject, a lot of people have made the argument that the player is not sorry to have won the point, so why should the player say sorry? Well, while this is certainly true, you're not sorry that you won the point, you're pumped, you are very happy to have won the point, but still, the unwritten laws of tennis have to be followed, and you should apologize when you hit a lead cord, or if you hit a hole in a court and the ball bounces weirdly, or if you hit the line on a clay court, you apologize. These are the unwritten laws of tennis. And the one unwritten law that most players don't think about is the actual shaking of the hands. This is not required. You don't have to shake the opponent's hand. And just like you don't mean it when you say sorry after hitting a lead cord, you don't necessarily want to shake your opponent's hand, especially in a heated match or if you're really upset. What you want to do is just walk straight to your bench and get off the court, but you still go up to the net and shake the opponent's hand. Why? Because these are the unwritten laws of tennis. So, is Ostapenko just a big proponent of these unwritten laws of tennis? No, I don't think so. I think she was just salty that she lost this match. Because if you look at her history, this is not the first time or the last time that we're going to see Ostapenko drama.